Now in 4 News Now at 6, families and beloved Spokane businesses in limbo as they assess the extent of the damage left behind by an apartment fire and a burst pipe.
Well, first off, fire alarm went off, and I exited like we're supposed to. And next thing I know, here comes the fire truck.
And we have team coverage on their next steps and how the community is coming together to support them.
And you'll want to take it slow on the roads again tomorrow as I'm tracking more freezing fog and when we might see the sun again in your first alert forecast.
We're in Cowley Park, and this is where in about a half an hour we're going to hit the button. We're going to turn it all on for Making Spirits Bright.
It's our gift to the community, and tonight we're hearing from families on why the lights mean so much to them.
We can't wait. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, dozens of people living in one of the oldest buildings in downtown Spokane are worried they'll need to find a new place to live tonight after a fire and a burst water pipe caused massive amounts of water damage. And it's not just the people who live there. In this video, you can see water just flowing into O'Doherty's Irish Grill. The owner telling us crews came in several times overnight to try to clean up. And they aren't alone. Boo Radley's and Petunia and Loomis are also trying to clear out all the water and assess the damage. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Derek Dice. We have team coverage tonight. We begin with Jordan Smith, who met with the businesses working to get their doors back open before the end of the holiday rush.
Well, I'm inside Petunia and Loomis, and you can see the tarp still up from last night, trying to protect their items from that water that was flowing from the ceiling. And take a look at just how many different containers that they brought out trying to catch the water that was flowing from upstairs. They say they emptied these at least a half a dozen times.
In our back area, it was flowing from the ceiling out of the light fixtures.
Well, there's never a good time for an emergency, but this, for Jesse McCauley, is catastrophic timing. Petunia and Loomis moved into this historic building 2 weeks ago, a building that stood since 1890, built 1 year after the Great Spokane Fire. One broken water line has the entire building scrambling. Now Jesse is racing to reopen in time for the holiday rush.
Not the best time for this to happen, so we rely on a lot of our holiday sales to get us through the year.
That water ruined inventory, a structural wall, and several parts of the ceiling, though the full extent of the damage is not yet known. Boo Radley's and O'Doherty's in a similar boat. This video taken inside O'Doherty's last night, and you can see the water dumping from the ceiling, leaving an inch of standing water on the floor when it was all said and done. This morning, the crew keeping it light.
We'll take all the money that you can send us. That'd be fine. Send it to 1-800-GUINNESS-BEER. 1-800-GUINNESS-BEER.
But Tim O'Doherty says in the hours after the building was flooded, the community's show of support was remarkable. Many offering services in some way or another to help the folks impacted by this emergency, to help them get back on their feet.
You want to help us out, please come and support those small stores, and we'll appreciate it, and we'll have a warm Irish coffee for you when you come by.
These businesses hopeful to be up and running by the weekend. For 4 News Now, I'm Jordan Smith.
Well, the water that damaged these businesses also severely impacted the apartment units above them, causing 64 people to be temporarily homeless. Alexandra Cohen-Yard spoke with some of them at an emergency shelter. She shares the challenges they're now facing and how the community is coming together.
More than 30 people are currently staying at this Red Cross shelter at the All Saints Lutheran Church. They tell me that these past hours have been incredibly stressful as they continue to deal with this uncertainty for when they will get to go home.
Oh, I am in total shock because I never expected something this bad to happen.
In the past 2 days, 2 apartment fires led to unforeseen damages to the units that did not catch fire, while firefighters put out the ones that did.
Into the middle of my apartment. Was wet. I mean, all my furniture from the door in was wet.
Hazel Monk, disabled cancer survivor who calls this place home, is one of the more than 70 who has been displaced in the last 2 days due to water damage following 2 apartment fires.
I can't afford to pay for another place. I've already pretty much spent all the money I have. I've got very little money left, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
An emergency shelter from the Red Cross has opened its doors to help those like Hazel, who no longer can go home.
Fear and the sense of peril, and that's what I see in their lives.
Fred Tribble is the case shelter site manager. He says many are in a state of confusion as they remain in limbo with questions that right now do not have answers.
We're here to help them to moderate that and also to help them basically understand what the circumstances are that are surrounding them right now.
While for many, these past 24 hours have been filled with angst, Hazel still expressed hope and a sense of gratitude for her safety.
We're in a place that's warm. We got food here. So I thank God that everything turned out for the best.
You can find more information on how you can help those impacted by these fires on our website at kxly.com. In Spokane, Alexandra Conyarts, 4 News Now.
A tough situation for sure. Meteorologist Matt Gray joins us now in for Chris Crocker. Sorry, Matt. And it's going to be another slick drive to work tomorrow.
Another slick drive, yeah. And we've been dealing with this now for a few days where you go outside and it doesn't look like anything's going on, but then you're scraping your windshield because we've got freezing drizzle and freezing fog around the inland northwest. We've got more of that this evening. It's hard to see on this view as you look at Spokane County from our live radar, but if you turn up the sensitivity all the way, well, you could kind of see the issue here is that, yeah, on occasion, we're getting a little bit of that freezing drizzle coming down from this cloud deck that's been stuck over the inland northwest all week long. And we've got at least another day before things start to break up in that regard. And so we're going to see more of the same fog as that cloud deck lowers throughout the night and more of that freezing drizzle that'll lead to slick road conditions. Temperatures are hovering right around freezing or just a little bit below that, just as they've done all day, where the thermometer barely moved today. We got up about 3-4 degrees, and that from this morning. That is about it. I'm not expecting a whole lot of change either for tomorrow. Our road temperatures also staying well below freezing, and of course that means that the freezing rain, once it hits the ground, freezes on contact, freezes to your windshield. And one reason why we all need to make sure we stay very careful as we get our Friday going tomorrow with more of the same in your forecast. Now, good news is this pattern does look like it's going to break, at least for a little bit. We'll talk about that in your weekend outlook coming up.
Matt, thank you. Well, on your screen right now is exclusive dash cam video showing the moment a gas tanker flipped and burst into flames on I-90 near 4 Lakes. The crash killed the driver and shut down the freeway for hours. Washington State Patrol believes that speed and slick road conditions played a factor in this crash. Our Hunter Bertram talked to the man who watched it all happen in front of him.
Around 8:30 this morning, a semi-truck carrying gasoline headed eastbound I-90 went off this slick, slippery road.
Washington State Patrol tells me officers on scene found a body near the cab, who they say was the driver. Ron Fields was driving behind the tanker when it happened.
That I was coming upon those trucks. They were in the distance, and you can see that the brake lights came on, and then if you look to the right of the truck, you can see the tanker truck losing control, and that's when he hit those basalt rocks, and it just immediately exploded.
Fields said he tried to stop behind the semi, but soon realized his car was sliding all over the icy road. Minutes after the crash, first responders closed both lanes of I-90. They chose to let the gas burn off before tackling the fire. About an hour and a half later, the semi was destroyed and hardly recognizable.
It happens so fast, you just cannot believe it, and then you just are in disbelief.
Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Well, still ahead here on 4 News Now.
A bomb went off at a synagogue in Boise. That's just the beginning.
A movie out tomorrow is based on the true story of an FBI agent tracking down a domestic terrorist group here in the Spokane Coeur d'Alene area nearly 40 years ago. Hear from the real-life agent who pieced their crimes together and helped take down the head of the order. Next on 4 News Now at 6.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Save your greed! It's the Cyber Monday sale at Consign Furniture and Jewelry. Experience 25% off already everyday great prices online. For all online sales, use promo code CM24SALE. Visit consignfurniturestore.com for details.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Cheney, Medical Lake, and the whole Airway Heights area have become a special place in our story. First, it was the place where my dad started holiday heating and cooling. He walked the streets, going door to door, seeing if anyone needed help with their heating and air conditioning. And then there's my story. Cheney is where I grew up, went to school, and finished my degree in mechanical engineering. That helped give me the foundation for what I do today. Now, taking holiday heating, cooling, and electric to the next generation. It's a special place in my heart, and Holiday is proud to be part of this community.
It's here once again. An adventure in Coeur d'Alene with family and friends. Trees will light up, snow will fall, while you're dining, shopping, and having a ball. Santa and STCU hit elves in secret spots, so keep an eye out and you could win lots. If you find our elf on a shelf while in downtown Coeur d'Alene, a Fig Pickles shopping spree, Gonzaga tickets, or gift cards you could gain. Don't miss a chance to get a photo with Santa. Explore cdadowntown.com if you want to learn more.
Spokane's grand holiday tradition lives downtown at Christmas Tree Elegance in the Davenport Hotel and River Park Square. Fabulous packages are raffled to support our symphony. Feel the spirit December 3rd through the 15th.
Ring in the holiday season with some reindeer riches at the Kootenai Casino in Bonners Ferry. Santa's got you on his list for 12 days of giveaways and a New Year's Eve countdown to cash. Midweek rates start at $59 in the Kootenai Falls Lodge and $79 in our Riverview rooms. And join us for December Holly Jolly Hot Spins and Weekend Spin and Win. Come celebrate all December at the Kootenai Casino and win big. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
It's that time of year again. The lights at Cowley Park are going to be lit up this holiday season, and we've got a lot of new stuff coming in. It's going to be a wonderful ground display. 4 News Now, the Extreme Team, Making Spirits Bright. Brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
It's the Cyber Monday sale at Consign Furniture and Jewelry. Experience 25% off already everyday great prices online. For all online sales, use promo code CM24SALE. Visit consignfurniturestore.com for details.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Recruiting, training, fundraising, assassination.
What's 6? Large-scale domestic terror attacks.
This new movie starring Jude Law hits theaters tomorrow. It's an action movie with a local connection many in the area would rather forget. The movie is based on a true story involving a domestic terrorism group called The Order. And much of their story played out right here in the Spokane Coeur d'Alene area 40 years ago. The lead FBI agent who helped take this group down still lives in North Idaho. Marissa Rios sat down with him to hear the real story behind the movie.
Wayne Manis retired from the FBI in 1994, but still lives in the home he and his wife built 40 years ago. At the same time, he was tracking down one of America's first domestic terrorist groups, The Order. This is video from the 1980s of the headquarters for the Aryan Nations near Hayden Lake. It was there that the seeds of The Order took root and led to a wild chase for Manis.
Assassinated people. They bombed a synagogue. They did armored car robberies, multiple armored car robberies, and bank robberies. They did counterfeiting.
Wayne Manis is 84 years old and still remembers with clarity the most unique case he's ever covered, one that is now embellished in a new movie out this week.
It's not a documentary, for sure, because it's Hollywood and they like to create their own truths, which are not necessarily true.
Manis has his own version of the case, chronicled in his book, The Street Agent, that tells not only the story of The Order, but his law enforcement journey as well.
So I'd gone from the KKK, the Dixie Mafia, to the KKK, to the Italian Mafia, and then I got a transfer to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Manis arrived in Coeur d'Alene in February of 1984. 11 months later, he began a fiery shootout with the founder of The Order, Robert Matthews.
Robert Matthews has formed a group of would-be terrorists. And these people had decided that there was too much talk, too much rhetoric, and not enough action.
Matthews was a disciple of Aryan Nations leader Richard Butler, attending services at the compound in Hayden Lake. He grew tired of sermons and wanted action. He yearned for a whites-only nation and was planning to go to war against the U.S. government. It started with robberies in Spokane.
I'm starting to put things together.
Maness could see a pattern emerging in what appeared to be random crimes.
You are stupid. Okay, bye.
In June of '84, Jewish radio talk show host Allenberg was gunned down at his home in Denver, Colorado.
And the Ukiah robbery comes down. Big robbery. The robbery of a Brinks armored car truck loaded with money out near Ukiah, California. And it's robbed by a group of men, very organized, and they steal $3.6 million.
This robbery leads Maness to more evidence that connects Robert Matthews and the Order to this slew of crimes. The trail ends here at a house on Whidbey Island.
Bob Matthews will not surrender, and we try everything.
Gunfire erupts, and a flare accidentally sets the home on fire.
And then all of a sudden, in my face, machine gun fire. And the bullets are hitting the trees right near me. And I'm thinking, he must have night vision.
The standoff continues throughout the night.
Just in the dark there, I'm just still hoping for a surrender, because I'm not only am I a SWAT team agent, I am the case agent. I'm responsible for bringing this all together, for putting it into a prosecutive mode. I want to talk to Bob. I want to examine the inside of that house.
But to his dismay, the house becomes engulfed in flames, burning Matthews inside.
I stand there in the darkness all night. I watch the house burn to the ground till it's nothing left but just smoldering ashes.
A possible prosecution and layers of evidence now destroyed to pieces.
His final words were, "We won't care if you in Congress swung to the left or you swung to the right. We'll simply swing you by the neck."
Other members are eventually rounded up and convicted. This case so significant that Hollywood is now releasing a movie about it 40 years later.
The movie fails to mention some really interesting and exciting things that happened with Bob Matthews and his organization. I talk about them in my book, but they aren't mentioned in the movie.
While the Order is long gone, Maness says the ideology is alive and well. He holds on to a quote from 40 years ago.
He said, "Our believers are still there, and the evil is still present in this country, and it only takes a spark to ignite the Order again." And I personally, from my investigations, my knowledge of different organizations, and what I even know about this area today, it's true.
If you want to know more about Maness's endeavors in the FBI or want a deep dive into the truth of how they took down the Order, you can read Maness's book, The Street Agent, which is available now on Amazon. In studio, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Well, fascinating story. And we are keeping an eye on fog and a lowering cloud deck here in Spokane. Already starting to see lower visibility as we look out towards the courthouse here from our studio. We are going to have another dull Friday, but things are going to change for the weekend. Your forecast is coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by River City Glass.
Hadestown, returning to Spokane December 21st and 22nd. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Amy M. writes, my kids are having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Will my internet hold up?
Well, our Xfinity gateways are like magic, designed to easily power a ton of teenagers and their devices.
They're so magic. I'm like the Good Witch of engineering.
I'm the Wicked Witch of beta testing.
And I'm the Wizard of spreadsheets.
Oh.
I knew he'd excel at that job.
Get Xfinity Gig Internet for $25 a month when you add mobile, or lock in your internet price for 2 years. And see Wicked in theaters now.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show. Be the first to see our all-new grand floating Christmas tree, with holiday getaways starting at only $246.
With prices of natural gas and propane skyrocketing, your heating bill is getting out of control. But before you turn down the heat, give the experts at Bill's Heating and Air a call. They have the latest in dual fuel technology to keep your family comfortable and the utility bills low. There has never been a better time to upgrade, because now every furnace purchase comes with a free heat pump. So call Bill's Heating today to get your free heat pump while supplies last.
I'm really grateful to be a first-generation student from my family. The ES scholarship was definitely a game changer.
I never knew how easy it was to start a scholarship. Whatever you can give every year. That's how I sold it to my family. We talked a lot, waiting for somebody else to do it. And so we finally decided, no, we're not going to wait. We're going to do it. Graduating from college, it was not even a dream. That's what Eastern has done. We have to continue that. We have to help this precious institution that changed so many lives.
Well, welcome back. We're only about 12 minutes away now from filling Cowley Park with some holiday cheer in our annual Making Spirits Bright event. Our Natalie Grant and Mark Peterson join us now. And Mark, it took a lot of manpower over the last few days to put all this together. It always does.
We've had about 100 volunteers down here and up in the air for the last, well, since Monday, putting all this together. And, of course, all the lights that were purchased, delivered well in advance. We started this in July. The elves were still sleeping. Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus joining us now. I have to tell you, you come back and you visit us, and I just, how do you feel about these lights?
Every year, we're more and more impressed. We look around every year, they're better. They're brighter. It's amazing. I don't know what you're going to do next year. It's great.
Let's get through this year first. Okay, you know, I'm trying to get on the nice list. Is Santa on the nice list? He's been a good boy?
Of course he's on the nice list. He's Santa. And there's room for everyone on the nice list.
Everyone.
Okay, remember that. Everyone can be on the nice list. Thank you all. We have young children over there wanting to say hi to Santa. We're going to let them do that. While we do that, we're going to throw it over to Natalie. Good evening, dear.
Oh, good evening. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Well, we are here outside in the park, and you can see some of the lights are starting to light up behind us, and one of those lights is this wonderful dedication tree that we have behind us here. It's all sparkling. In the past, we've dedicated this tree to different people within Cowley Park. Last year, it was cancer survivors. Before that, we've had Gold Star families. And this year, we have it dedicated to a very special person here. I am here with Rich Riley. And Rich, this year, this tree is dedicated to your son, Shane, who we lost not too long ago. Could you just tell me a little bit about your son and what this tree dedication means to you and your family?
Yeah, 14 years ago, Shane was injured in a random act of violence, and he survived. In just an odd that he'd said it never happened, and he lived up until September 15th when he passed away peacefully. And we would meet here. He lived up in St. Joe's for quite a few years, and we would meet here quite often. He'd have a burger, and I'd walk the park and trip to GFI's and just make sure things were on every night. And so we just met here quite a bit.
Is it a special place to you too?
Oh yeah, it was a good place to meet and a good place to spend time with. So it's been very difficult this year for me to be here because he's gone. But you know, things go on.
Absolutely. And just the tree is absolutely spectacular, the way that it's lit up this year. How does this make you feel to see the tree and to have that dedication this year in this such a special place as this?
Well, it's quite an honor to recognize Shane. You know, it's hard to say. It's still new. It's still fresh. Lights always make everybody happier, and that's the main thing. Even when you're down and out, you see good set of lights, and it'll put some spirit back in your life.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. And you guys have been volunteering, helping us set up the lights this year as well. So thank you so much for your volunteering and being a part of this project. We really appreciate it a lot.
Well, thank you very much.
Of course, of course. And Derek, we'll send things back to you. I mean, the lights are just spectacular. I can't wait for just a couple minutes. We hit the button and light them all up here.
Oh, we can't wait either. Thank you so much, Natalie. All right, meteorologist Matt Gray here now, and we're talking about some freezing rain coming to the area.
And it may not be apparent over the past few days, but we've already been dealing with this freezing rain. Just a little bit of drizzle that comes down sometimes because of how cool our temperatures are. We have seen, well, things turn to ice pretty quickly, whether it's out on the roads or on your windshield. Because when we get in these temperature inversions, not only does it mean that the cloud deck never goes away, but it means if we get any sort of precipitation, it goes through a warm layer, any snow melts into rain, and then it goes back into this freezing zone. And then once it hits something, it's going to freeze on contact, and we have the freezing drizzle. And as we head into the start of the weekend, the possibility of some more noteworthy freezing rain. When we get in these inversion patterns, we really need a good-sized storm to come along and kind of dig us out of it. Well, we at least, I think, will have that opportunity, but it's going to start off at least with a chance for freezing rain. For tomorrow, of opportunity pretty much every given hour of the day, especially in our higher benches around town for some of that freezing drizzle as well as freezing fog. So everybody just take it a little easy out there as you're on a Friday morning on your drive to work, to school, etc. Hourly forecast continuing through about noon. Temperatures only getting up to around freezing. We may make a run at popping above freezing in some parts of the valley around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene late in the afternoon. But this time of the year with these clouds, that can be hard to do. So we'll see how things progress, but we'll have a much better chance of getting above freezing heading into the weekend as the storm rolls through. It is going to start off as either a mix of snow, sleet, freezing rain, or we will likely, as you head further south, start off with just a little bit of freezing rain that'll transition to rain as we warm up. So really, it's going to be Saturday morning where we have to kind of keep an eye on things. After that, looking a little bit better, and we will see a chance for just a few light snow showers. One area Saturday morning to just be very careful out of the roads, Moses Lake to Ritzville, north to places like Colville, Republic, and then over into the Okanagan Valley. Things will actually end up a little sunny at times for Sunday as the back end of that system moves out of here, but then we're back in the gloom for the start of next week. We'll see how long we'll be stuck in it this time. Looks like it might be a little bit.
All right, Matt, thank you. Well, after decades of serving up delicious sandwiches, Domini's is closing its doors for good tomorrow. Hear from the owners on what it was like watching the last sandwich ever made in their restaurant walk out the door. And as we head to a break, here is a live look over a beautiful night in downtown Spokane, where we are again just minutes away from flipping the switch and turning Cowley Park into a winter wonderland. Stay with us.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait. Turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. Discover the quietest KitchenAid dishwasher, offering powerful cleaning without the noise. Run a cycle anytime. Enjoy a third-level rack for silverware and utensils, an adjustable middle rack for tall items, and the Print Shield finish that resists smudges and fingerprints. All for just $849. Save $300 today. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
It's jaw-dropping. It's eye-popping. It's gut-busting. It's showtime. That's right. The whole world loves Beetlejuice. It's a rowdy, rambunctious, rollicking good time. And a big, fantastical funhouse. Beautiful. Everyone agrees this show is so good. You've never seen anything quite like. What else do you need to hear? Beetlejuice. Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts December 31st through January 5th.
Cheney, Medical Lake, and the whole Airway Heights area have become a special place in our story. First, it was the place where my dad started Holiday Heating and Cooling. He walked the streets, going door to door, seeing if anyone needed help with their heating and air conditioning. And then there's my story. Cheney is where I grew up, went to school, and finished my degree in mechanical engineering. That helped give me the foundation for what I do today. Now, taking Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric to the next generation. It's a special place in my heart, and Holiday is proud to be part of this community.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
Welcome back. Domini Sandwiches in downtown Spokane officially served its last sandwich today. Customers lined up outside the door for their last chance to eat at the downtown staple. Our Derek Strom spoke with Domini's owner about what this day means to him.
For many people, coming to Domini Sandwiches today was a reminder of all the time they spent here over the years. But for others, it was their first time trying this downtown Spokane staple on the last day it's serving sandwiches. This sandwich shop has been a family business since the 1940s, and it officially became Domini Sandwiches in 1963. Since then, generations of Spokanites made it a downtown institution. Many of the loyal customers here say the memories they made here are what makes this shop special.
I've always loved this sandwich shop, and I brought so many. I brought so many friends here, and I brought a few first dates here, and so it's kind of sad, but it's exciting in a way to see all these people turn out to come get a yummy sandwich.
But some of the customers in the long line today were trying Domini's for the first time.
I've been coming to Spokane since 1974, off and on, having gone to Washington State, and like I said, this is one of the places we had to hit. I'm just sorry that it's closing.
Owner Tom Domini says seeing the line out the door on the final day of sandwiches means a lot to him, and seeing multiple generations of the same family come to his shop is what makes being a small business owner in this community meaningful to him. In downtown Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
A lot of people sad to see it go. Well, here's a live look now at Cowley Park in Spokane, where coming up right after the break, Mark Peterson and Natalie Grant, joined by Santa and Mrs. Claus there, will flip the switch and light up the hundreds of thousands of holiday lights. Stay with us.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Sometimes the small gifts in a small box make the biggest impact, like stackables. This Christmas, let a stackable from Tracy Jewelers remind her of how much she's loved. Small ring, big thank you. Stackables, mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers.
As temperatures drop, your heating bill will inevitably rise. And with cold weather right around the corner, things are about to get expensive. But Bill's Heating and AC is here to help. We're including a free cold climate heat pump with every furnace while supplies last. You heard that right. Cut your heating bills in half with a new energy-efficient cold climate heat pump for free. We're the area's top cold climate heat pump experts. So don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
The beloved TV classic soars off the screen and onto the stage this season. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical. See all your favorite characters from this TV classic come to life live on stage. This gleeful musical take on a holiday favorite will go down in history as a smashing hit. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical.
December 10th and 11th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
This is important information from AARP and BECU. November is National Family Caregivers Month, a month to showcase the important work that more than 820,000 Washingtonians do every day to take care of our loved ones at home where they want to be. You may not think of yourself as a caregiver, but if you're helping someone with daily activities like getting dressed, managing medication, and providing transportation to and from appointments, then you are a caregiver, and help is available. Find tools and tips at this website.
Sometimes the small gifts in a small box make the biggest impact, like stackables. This Christmas, let a stackable from Tracy Jewelers remind her of how much she's loved. Small ring, big thank you. Stackables, mark your moment.
Tracy Jewelers.
Next, E.T.
It wouldn't be the holidays without you, Dolly Parton. It's a holly dolly Christmas. It always all the time.
Plus, Pink Power Ranger Amy Jo Johnson, Then and Now.
Next, E.T.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
A performance that truly matters. This is what you've been waiting for. Shen Yun. Coming to Spokane, First Interstate Center for the Arts. Shenyun.com.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, we are now just moments away from making spirits bright in Cowley Park. It's our gift to the community, and it's meant to spread holiday cheer, not just to those who visit the park, but also for the families forced to spend the holidays across the street at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. Our Mark Peterson and Natalie Grant are live in the park tonight. And Mark, what do you say? I think it's time we flip that switch and turn on the lights, huh?
We're almost there. Almost there. It's we're like so close. I want to introduce you to Katie. She's head of Children's Hospital, the director. She's been with us for several years. This is the first time we've had you on before the lights are on. Have you seen any of the work this week?
I've been able to see the work all week, and it's really exciting.
All right. Can you tell me real quick before Abigail, who we're going to meet in a minute, starts this party, what does it mean for these lights? You're dealing with the staff all the time. We heard from Sam earlier. The kids love them.
Well, we have over 4,000 employees here at Providence Sacred Heart, and we're open 24 hours a day. So they're always coming and going, and the lights provide them with an emotional boost, puts a smile on their face. It also allows us to see the support we have from our community. It's really special.
All right, well, I think we ought to get the party started. And to do that, we need to meet a young lady who's absolutely adorable. And it's not just Natalie, it's Abigail.
Well, thanks, Mark. I mean, we got a lot of pressure here standing over this button that we'll press here in just a minute. I want you guys to meet Abigail here. We're here with the Kelly family. Abigail, her mother, Cora. Talk to me a little bit about just the journey you guys have had here. I mean, you used to be one of the families staying up here at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. Can you just briefly talk through the journey a little bit?
Yeah, so Abigail has been here several different times, 2 times for open heart surgery. The first one was when she was 18 days old, and the most recent one was actually this past summer. Okay. So we are very familiar with being up at the hospital.
And these lights, I'm sure, mean so much to the families up there.
Yes, because can you imagine being in the hospital during the Christmas season and looking out the window and having that like glimmer of happiness and joy? It's beautiful. Wonderful. It's so special.
Well, thank you. Abigail, are you excited? All right, let's bring Mark in.
Are you ready? Can you count us down?
I can. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it!
Yes! Beautiful!
Good job, Abigail.
Nice.
Oh, such a good job.
Even I love seeing them come on, and I've been looking at them all week.
Absolutely gorgeous.
All right, so this is your first lighting down here with us. What do you think, Natalie?
This is, I've seen videos, I've seen pictures, but this is completely blowing me away. I mean, support out here with everyone here too that's clapping and support. This is just magical. It just gets you in the holiday spirit. Abigail, you did such a good job. So much fun, and what a great tradition to be a part of.
All right, so I've got Katie back here. Now you see, we've lit them up, all of them. What do you think?
I think it's amazing. It's the most fabulous day.
It really is pretty cool. I love it. And we added so many more lights to the big trees that are right by where they can see right out their hospital windows. Here's the unfortunate question I have. Is it a full hospital? Last year we had a full hospital. How are we looking for?
We're looking full right now as well. So
it's sad, and yet I hope that they enjoy the lights.
It provides the kids with hope and comfort and joy during their difficult hospitalizations.
Comfort and joy is a hard thing to get sometimes when you're in the hospital. Every little bit helps, so we thank that. Kathleen joining us now with Horizon Credit Union. All right, so what do you think? Your crew helped on this all week long. You've been with us. This is your 3rd year helping us. What are your first thoughts of all this?
This is bigger than any of the past 2 years for sure. It's amazing. I did not even expect all of these lights, so it looks great.
Oh, your crew did great. again, Clearwater Summit did the gingerbread house, did a beautiful job of Vista Utility. We can't say enough. Without them and their support, it just wouldn't be just as big as it is now. We also have to thank Ace, the Gregg family. I've got Dawn over there somewhere. Come here, dear. So she's been here every day. She has helped, and I'm going to say that over the summer, while I was busy farming or something, you came up with a lot of great ideas. Your tunnels are amazing, the lighted walkways.
I'm pretty impressed with those. They turned out great. It's going to be fun.
So the Gregg Ace family, thank you so much. We could not do this without you two. You are absolutely the best. You are the right hand to this job.
Should I say you're my left hand?
No, probably not. Bruce, your husband over there. No, she's a great partner, and we love it. What do you think, Natalie?
These are just absolutely gorgeous. What do you guys think of the lights? Seeing them all turned on?
It's beautiful. It's magical.
It's magical. It gets you in the holiday spirit. It just kind of makes it feel like Christmas and the holidays. And like Sam said, the spirit of giving for everyone.
I got to tell you, without American On-Site, Spokane Traffic Control, and all those others, these little things, the side hustles coming in, helping us out, none of this would happen.
Yeah.
We want to thank the community for their support, and also for all of the ACEs helping out Children's Miracle Network with the Roundup program year-round. We do this for the kids.
We sure do. Did you see all the faces up there on the terrace?
Oh, I love that. Love that. All right. Tell you what. We've had another great year, Making Spirits Bright, another successful run. It's going to be here through the holiday season. Santa, can you give me a big, joyous Merry Christmas, ho, ho, ho?
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
All right, Derek, I think we're good.
It looks awesome, guys. Congrats to Mark and all of your Extreme Team crew for all of your hard work. Can't wait to go check it out in person ourselves. Really, really cool to see.
Yeah, and commuting past there quite often, and yeah, it brightens your spirit driving by it. How brilliant it is, and with the cloud cover, it's going to light up a lot of town. You're going to see it from a long ways away. You do even on a clear night, but the cloud cover is definitely going to help. So it has been a chilly day, just like the last several chilly days. Not much has changed in our weather. And it looks like we've got about one more day before things start to change once again. So here's your temperatures right now, right around freezing, a little bit cooler on the West Plains. The cloud deck's a little bit lower there as well, or maybe you're just closer to the clouds up at one of the higher benches around Spokane and around Kootenai County. So look, we're going to end up with another morning where we see some difficult travel conditions at times, more freezing drizzle. We're going to see more fog and freezing fog, and it's going to be another morning where you've got to get out the ice scraper and put in a little elbow grease, and if you don't want to wait for the car defroster, or maybe yours is not working so great like mine is. Visibility pretty low here on the West Plains already, and we are going to end up here with another day of things being pretty dreary and waiting for that freezing drizzle to move around. We've got some right around the state line here right now. We've turned up the radar sensitivity all the way to make sure that we've got an idea of what's going on here. We got to get out of this weather pattern, though, and we have an opportunity to do so coming up this weekend. It also means there's going to be a chance for some wet weather. So we'll talk about what you might see, whether it's snow, rain, something in between, coming up.
All right, Matt, thank you. Well, love it or hate it, the transfer portal has become a massive part of the new college football landscape, Jack.
And it's hit Washington State, too, with the portal opening up this week. And stick with us to hear about who for the Cougs is now in the portal on their way out of Pullman.
And as we go to a break, here is another look at the newly lit up Cowley Park from our Air 4 drone. As you can see, it looks great from the air, but nothing beats checking it out for yourself in person. We highly recommend you do so.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
My advice to all the fathers out there, they grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
92.9 CCU.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. That too. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems and doesn't replace a rescue inhaler. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of signs of inflamed blood vessels, like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop steroid, asthma, or other treatments without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma, and now approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
For memories you can't make online.
Experience the magic of the holidays at River Park Square.
We still live in the Wild West era of college football when it comes to the transfer portal, and these WSU Cougs are not immune to both its positive and negative effects. And well, today, to be honest, they took a big hit. WSU's Wayshawn Parker is the first Coug into the transfer portal. The freshman running back was an early enrollee this January and finished the season with 137 carries for just under 750 yards and 4 touchdowns. His breakout game you're watching here came against Utah State, where he rattled off 149 yards and 2 scores on just 11 carries. Parker saw this production slow down in the Cougs' 3 losses since, only totaling 140 yards and 0 touchdowns in those games combined. Despite that hit in the transfer portal, the Cougs did receive some positive news today with quarterback John Mateer, not about the transfer portal, but him landing on the Manning Award finalist list. Mateer is one of 10 QBs selected for this award, and it's the only quarterback-focused award that includes bowl performances in its final selection. Mateer joins Luke Falk in 2016 and Gardner Minshew in 2018 as the only Cougs to ever make this finalist list. And this season, the Texas native joins names like Shadur Sanders from Colorado, Cam Ward from Miami, and Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. The winner will be announced following the national championship next month. The Gonzaga Bulldogs dropped their full 2025 baseball schedule today, starting at UC Davis on Valentine's Day and then traveling to the Baylor Bears down in Waco, Texas. They then have their first home series against the BYU Cougars, a one-off game against Seattle U, then south to Arizona State. After a short stop at Utah Tech, the Zags then play at Washington in mid-March before another away game at Seattle U. Bulldogs close out March with a road series at Pepperdine, opening WCC play, and then a non-conference game at Washington State, followed by another home series against the Pacific Tigers. April begins with hosting the Cougs, then the San Francisco Dons, before another road trip, this time to Santa Clara, Southern Cal, and Oregon State. Zags come back home to play San Diego, back to Pullman against WSU, and then at Loyola Marymount. They close out their schedule with a Senior Day series against the St. Mary's Gales, one last game hosting Washington State, and then concluding their regular season at Portland.
All right, Jack, thank you. Well, there is a change to our schedule tomorrow for the AAC Championship football game. The Army Black Knights will take on the Tulane Green Wave at 5 o'clock. You can watch special editions of 4 News Now at 4 o'clock and then again after the game at around 8:30. Matt.
All right, and regardless of our schedule here, I don't think the cloud cover is going to look much different. It looks a lot better from when you see it from the top here for Mount Spokane earlier this evening. We are finally going to see some breaks in that cloud deck, but it's going to take a couple more days for that to get in store. There could be some other stuff coming along for the ride. Your forecast after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The advocates are a team of dedicated
personal injury lawyers who
are prepared to go to trial.
So getting the maximum recovery amount
is the reason we never back down.
So when you're injured,
call the advocates.
Wow. It's like we finish
each other's sentences.
Carpet One, Sandpoint Furniture, and Selkirk Glass and Cabinets. 3 great stores in one location up in Pend Oreille, Idaho. And the word is spread far and wide that we're a true design destination for all your home furnishings. And you should see what these stores can provide for your house, literally from the floor to the windows. And to make us an even better choice, we offer the expertise of talented designers, on-the-spot deliveries, custom financing, and an experienced install team. So come on up and see us at the campus of Carpet One, Sandpoint Furniture, and Selkirk Glass and Cabinets in Pend Oreille, Idaho.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
It's the best time to save on 4-wheel drive trucks and all-wheel drive SUVs during the Black Friday sales event all month long at Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Get Black Friday savings on all closeout 2024 models. Plus, take advantage of extra money for your trade-ins and delay all payments until next year.
There's never been a better time to save on your favorite Toyotas. And you can also check out the new 2025s rolling in this week at Findlay.
Looking for a new appliance but don't want to wait weeks for delivery? At Fred's Appliance, our Get It Today inventory makes sure you don't have to. Thanks to our fully stocked warehouses, we have a vast selection of appliances ready for you right now. From refrigerators to washing machines, ovens to dryers, you name it, we have it ready to go. No more waiting, no more delays. Just the appliance you need when you need it. Fred's Appliance. If we advertise it, we've got it. Visit any of our showrooms and get your new appliance today.
Hi, I'm Ken, and I'm a lawyer.
I'm Donnie, and I'm not, but I am an advocate.
So am I.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
Seriously injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
That's us.
All of us.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Good Feet Store.
All right, welcome back. We are joined once again by meteorologist Matt Gray, and you talked about we're kind of in that December gloom.
The gloom.
Hoping for a little sunshine at some point.
It's so nice to see when we do have it. You know, last Sunday, for example, was beautiful, and then we went right back into the clouds, and we haven't seen the sun since. Many of you watching, and so that's made for a very boring time lapse here from our station in downtown Spokane. Just lots of clouds swishing about this way and that, and well, tomorrow's going to look, well, more of the same. By Saturday, though, we may have an opportunity to see the sun come out or at least glimpse the sky again, even if the sun has already set. Right now, 29 in Spokane. The clouds still continuing, beginning to lower now onto places like the West Plains and the South Hill, where we will start to see a little bit of freezing fog and freezing drizzle as we head later on into the night. By the time we get to the weekend, we will start off our Saturday with a wintry mix. Now, for most of us, I don't expect much snow to be in that wintry mix. Instead, we'll likely see some freezing rain and gradually kind of transition as our temperatures warm into the upper 30s, away from some of the nastier stuff like what we've been seeing the last few days with freezing drizzle. By Sunday, decreasing rain and snow chances and a good opportunity, I think, for perhaps a few peaks of sunshine through the clouds. Here's the timing of how things are going to play out. Pretty quiet until we get to early Saturday morning. This is going to be a very warm storm system. You can see it's raining even in the North Cascades, but with all this cool air in place, this temperature inversion, that means that we have an opportunity to see some freezing rain, unfortunately. So it's likely, especially across eastern Washington, where it could be pretty slick at times early in the morning. Now, by the time we get closer to lunchtime on Saturday, hopefully we'll have warmed up enough to where we will see things begin to ease up in that regard, and we won't have to worry about the roads. Wet weather continues through most of the day on Saturday. Things ease up as we head into Sunday with a few light mountain snow showers. Skiers, you'll appreciate that. So Friday night into Saturday, a pretty good chance for some freezing rain and some slick road conditions from Moses Lake to Ritzville, north into Republic and Colville and around Omak and Winthrop. A chance as well, but a much smaller chance in places like Spokane and then as you head north to Bonners Ferry and around Sandpoint. So that's kind of our big weather event here for the week upcoming. I would say the other big one is the possibility of a little bit of sun Sunday into Monday at times. And then we are back in the gloom for the middle of next week. There is some opportunity, perhaps Thursday and beyond, where we may see some more active weather. But at this point, that's pie in the sky until we get closer.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. Well, before we go to a break, here is a look at ABC's primetime lineup for your Thursday night.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Sometimes the small gifts in a small box make the biggest impact. Like stackables. This Christmas, let a stackable from Tracy Jewelers remind her of how much she's loved. Small ring, big thank you. Stackables, mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
On site.
It's that time of year again. The lights at Cowley Park are going to be lit up this holiday season, and we've got a lot of new stuff coming in. It's going to be a wonderful ground display. 4 News Now, the Extreme Team, making spirits bright. Brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Sometimes the small gifts in a small box make the biggest impact. Like stackables. This Christmas, let a stackable from Tracy Jewelers remind her of how much she's loved. Small ring, big thank you. Stackables, mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers.
It's the best time to save on 4-wheel drive trucks and all-wheel drive SUVs during the Black Friday sales event all month long at Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Get Black Friday savings on all closeout 2024 models. Plus, take advantage of extra money for your trade-ins and delay all payments until next year.
There's never been a better time to save on your favorite Toyotas. And you can also check out the new 2025s rolling in this week at Findlay.
Everybody get the flashlight.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Making Spirits Bright. We have to show you our stunt baby. This is Holly with Dad Jake, 2 months old.
Oh, my gosh. She is just beautiful, and a tradition now for your family coming out here to Cowley Park to see the lights.
It's got to be every year now.
Oh, and it's Don and Bruce's granddaughter and son. By the way, we just throw that out there. We just didn't pick a baby off the street.
Yeah.
It's a special baby. All right, we want you to look once again at Cowley Park. It has turned out amazing because of all the people that answer the phone. They come down and volunteer. The hospital that not only supplies the cocoa, but the coffee every morning.
Yeah.
They did a beautiful job.
You guys did such a great job out here. Such amazing volunteers and a great gift to our community just to be able to see throughout the holiday season, just to make spirits bright, as they say.
That's it, making spirits bright. If you want to feel uplifted, we have Christmas music running through the day up till about 8 o'clock. And again, it's open to the public. We want you to come by, take some selfies, share them. We love it.
Beautiful.
Guys?
Looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Every year, for sure. And like Mark said, all those volunteers coming together to put it together is what it's all about.
And I tell you what, I was driving past a couple of times. They were working hard. Testing everything out, making sure it was all good, and they always pull off that reveal flawlessly.
Yeah, and of course you will see it driving by on the freeway, but we encourage you to get off and go out and, park your car, walk around, and check it out as well. It's really, really cool. All right, thanks so much for being with us. We'll be back with 4 News Now Nightside at 11.